Today I'm going to do Preachers of Ballet Season 2, Episode 14. I think this is the season finale. I'm trying to think if I really want to go through it all. Basically, no. The beginning was everybody just trying to basically get ready for the pre-LA that Bishop Noel Jones is presenting with all the pastors. Dominique and Dietrich is in the beginning talking about it and how he's talking about when he see Bishop McClendon, he wants to confront him about not showing up to none of the meetings. And I'm like, let it go. Even I think Dominique felt like, let it go. It's not that serious. Don't go up in there being all mean and argue. It's not worth it. Bishop Brown and his wife was talking about going, and he really don't want to go, but this is bigger than him, so he's gonna go because he said that he really don't agree with Bishop Noel Jones and Loretta's life relationship or whatever, and he just feel like he busier and all that shit. So then he throws shade about them being the godparents, and I'm like, oh, excuse me. I'm like, come on. Like, come on, Bishop Ron. I like you, and it's a lot of people don't. And you're not making yourself look good throwing shade at Bishop Noel Jones and Loretta all the time, regardless of how you feel. Come on. And that's what I love about his wife, because she kind of try to be the voice of reason. Like, things are bigger than you. So calm it down. And I guess he kind of must have looked back and started seeing episodes and people talking about him, because in his confession, he kind of understands that he needs to pull back and stuff like that. Pastor Maisha and First Lady Maisha and Pastor Wayne Chaney is talking about going and her performing at the Preacher LA event and how people would accept her music. And he's very supportive of her, and I like that about them, that they very supportive of each other. And like I said, she was just worried because she felt like, how do we reach the world and stuff like that? And I'm like, that don't mean you have to conform of the world just to reach the world. I'm just saying, like, the world will come to you if you just live right and stuff like that. I'm not no preacher. I'm not no holier than thou female or whatever, but I was raised in church to know that the world's supposed to come to the church and stuff like that. And I understand they going to the world to, be able to communicate and stuff like that, but I just don't want none of the preachers' wives on here to try to conform to the world just to get their point across or to be seen or stuff like that. Loretta is setting up for Preacher LA or whatever, and Dominique and First Lady Dominique and Lady Maisha shows up to kind of help and see what she need help at. And Loretta was being rude as hell. I understand you feel like you did everything and they didn't do all this, but the way she was coming at Lady Maisha, I would have left. Like, you must don't want my help that bad now that you sitting here trying to offend me. Like, because I felt like all that she was saying to Lady Maisha was offensive. And they talking about, we gonna have to make this up and take her on a spa day. I would throw mud at her if I went on that spa day. Like, girl, you doing this because you trying to get a ring and trying to look good in Bishop Noel Jones' eyes. Come on now. So anyway, the Preacher LA get underway where everybody start arriving, and like I said, Dietrich and his wife come, Pastor Cheney and Maisha come back or whatever, Pastor Ron and Sister Lady Levette comes, and then Pastor Ron notices that Loco and Sister Soldier from the Imperial Court Projects and some other people had came, and they all talked out their differences, and they was telling Ron how they like him and all this kind of stuff, and it was really a good thing. And Loco was telling him, like, just make sure you come back to the community. And that's my only thing too with Bishop Ron. Like, I hope you live by your word and still after the camera stopped rolling, still going into the Imperial Court projects and still doing what you have to do to reach souls. Pastor Jay ended up coming with First Lady Christie, and him and Bishop Gibson was talking about the gang summit that they had, and how the young man that Pastor Jay was talking to had reached out. They were, I guess, texting each other, and he was talking about how he prayed for him the first day, how he prayed for him at the gang summit. And I just hope the young man really want his life to change, because you want to put yourself out there on TV. You want to put that out there in the projects that this is what you want to do. So I hope the project dudes be supportive of him and not give him no flack. But also I hope he is willing to change and stuff. Because to be in a gang for 9 years, it's sometime it got to give, and you got to just grow the hell up. And for him to say he was 19, he started when he was 10, it's time to get your life together. You said you got a baby. I understand living in an environment, so that's all you know. But now you put yourself on TV, so it's time to make yourself better. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, Dietrich ended up, because Bishop McClendon and his family come, and Dietrich ended up addressing Bishop McClendon about him not coming to one meeting. And Bishop McClendon was basically like, I'm booked. Basically, like, he was busy. The first meeting, he was going out of town. The second meeting, he was just coming into town. And Dietrich pulled his card and was like, oh, so but your schedule was clear for the day, though. And he was like, yeah, because it was scheduled. So I'm like, okay, the other ones wasn't scheduled. Y'all just pulling stuff out your hat? I don't know. But he's there. He's there. So we gonna give him that he's at the season finale. So anyway, Bishop Noel Jones thanks Loretta for everything that she did or whatever. They walking around looking at everything, the vendors and stuff. And he's thanking her. And it always go back into, because she was like, oh, well, maybe Bishop can buy me some jewelry. And he was like, I don't buy nothing that goes on your finger. I'll, like, when are you going to get it's not going to happen. Bishop Ron Gibson prophesied to you, and I think in episode 2 or 3, and told you, he's not going to marry you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. And it's not. Everything he says in his confessional, everything he says in her face, it's like a young burger Masika. Like, I keep trying to tell you, it's not going to happen. You keep trying to press the issue, but it's not going to happen, Loretta. Either you going to chalk it up as you going to be in the friendship zone for the rest of your life, or you going to count it as a loss and keep it pushing, because it's not going to happen. It's not what he want. She trying to say that he's in love with her, and he like, who? I'm like, oh my God, is she not hearing this? Like, you are acting like one of the girls on Love and Hip Hop. I'm just saying, like, you're not getting it. I don't know. Because I'm like, you always in Bishop Brown's face talking about that's not what it's about and da-da-da. But every time you alone with him, you bring up a ring in marriage, and he always shut it down. Regardless of Bishop Brown should be in a business or not, he told her. And it's coming to pass. Like, it's not happening. It's not happening. Sorry. Do I have to get a little closer so you can see what it said? Sorry, it's not going to happen. So, anyway, Preacher of LA kind of start. You had Dietrich Haddon and his choir. They started it off. And it looked like it was like he had everybody rocking. It was cool. Then you had Lady Maisha Cheney come, and as she was trying to get it started, her music kept going out, so they ended up taking her off the stage. And she ended up breaking down backstage, talking about maybe this is not what God called her to do, and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, this is your passion. This is what you want to do. Keep it going. Be encouraged. I felt what Dietrich was telling her, like, this is not going to be your first or last time having this problem, so keep it going. And even when she was trying to start the crowd with just them clapping, like, girl, it's gonna happen. Keep it going, Maisha. I'm serious. Like, I like her singing. I think that she can bring something really new and fresh to the gospel world. So it's cool. I like how her husband was encouraging her the whole time, like it's okay. And he was upset that he even had to leave her and go on the stage and go preach because he knew his wife was hurt. So all the preachers are getting up there to preach. Um, what I got out of it was, um, Pastor Jay was talking about encouraging the next generation, so I was cool with that. Bishop McClendon was talking about like the power of God and healing. Bishop Ron, I think he was talking about temptation. I don't know, maybe because they chopped it up and edited it. I don't know, but it was talking about going back into the community and him gang banging and him being on drugs. And I'm sitting there like, we keep hearing the same damn message from you. And I've been hearing that message since I've been knowing you since I was like 17, 18 years old. So I think you need to work on that. I'm just saying. And it was funny how he was talking so long, Dietrich and Bishop Jones had ended up pulling his coattail like, come on, we ain't got time for all this, let's go. I don't understand why y'all always put him on last. But whatever. Then you had Bishop Jones come out with all the pastors and they thank everybody for coming and stuff like that, and it basically goes off. But it was a really cool episode. It was a really cool ending because we've been waiting on Preacher LA shit since it started. So I guess it was a cool way of going out this season. Tell me what you guys thought about it. I'm just praying and praying and praying that this continue, but they don't continue to change into with their egos and fame and stuff like that, because I like this show. But I really want to see next season. I'm sorry, Bishop McClendon got to go, and they need to replace him with somebody else. I don't know who, but they need to replace him. Maybe we need to get another state and some more preachers. I don't know. Oh, my light is irritating me. But yeah, talk to me and I'll talk to you back about this episode. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Xbox Live. I do everything by The Ghetto View, T-H-A, not T-H-E. Make sure you check out Mike B801, Marcus Williams, Truth Seeker 5000, and V Nix. We all do Preachers of LA reviews. So, and some more Love TV. Check her out too. We all do Preachers of LA, and we all talk to our audience back. So make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to all the channels that I talked about. Alright, peace out, you guys.